Vital knowledge about healing and healing yourself, part 2. Last time we talked about the legs. This time we're going to talk about the breath. The breath is really the source of life, regeneration, and health in the body. And is really, there's many aspects of the breath here, but I want to focus on the main two. And that's the physical and the light breath. But ultimately, the breath is the mediator in the body. The breath restores balance and harmony in all the symphonies going on in here, okay? So on the physical level, why the breath is so important is because the breath creates pressure and then depressurizes or depolarizes everything in the body so everything can drain again. You see, the body on a physical level and subtle energetic level is a system of tubes, a network of tubes. If we look at it, we have our circulatory system and the blood, and it's all these veins and basically centers. And then we have the lymph, and it's a system of tubes that drain through the body. The nervous system is essentially a system of tubes for electricity to flow through our body, right? And then subtle energetically, we have, meridians or basically chi pathways through the body that make up the being. We are a network of tubes. And the breath, what happens is when we breathe in deeply, we create pressure. We fill up everything and expand, basically pushing and creating pressure against all the organs, the intestines, the tubes in the body. And then when we exhale, right, that pressure goes away. And then when we hold it on the down, on the emptiness, right, everything can start flowing again. The breath is like the heartbeat through the whole body, okay? Why that's important is when we're doing deep breathing, right, and we're pressurizing and then depressurizing, let's say the liver, if the liver is blocked up, it has a chance to actually dump when you're exhaling and holding that fully depressurized state, right? Everything can flow again. You're creating pressure and then releasing the pressure. It's kind of like a sponge, right? And health is movement. It's life in the body. To be alive again is to open up the channels, is to remove the blockages and the traumas in the body. So the next portion on the physical aspect of things is trauma is literally held in the fascia, in the tissue of the body. And life is subtle, it's supple, right? Like death is rigidity, it's hardness, it's dryness. And with the breath and awareness, we can start breathing, and I like to just do breathing and very slow stretching or yin yoga, right? And we can start breathing. And breathing through, deep into the back. And on that exhale, noticing anywhere that's tight, anywhere that's painful, right? And allowing that to slowly move out by just feeling it and breathing into it. The breath can go into the traumas of the body and start opening things up again through pressurization and depressurization, polarization and depolarization. The breath allows the flow to be restored in the body. Health is a symphony of order in the microcosm. Okay, we're the microcosm. This is the macrocosm all around us, the universe. Health is order and harmony. So, for instance, each organ emits its own vibrational or magnetic field. We have a vital magnetic field in the whole body, right? Something that's emanating all around us. But so does each organ, okay? And by breathing deeply and exhaling and allowing the symphony to harmonize once more, allowing the body to create harmony in this one living vehicle, what happens is the organs can sync up to the same frequency, right? The liver, the kidneys, the pancreas, all these things can start syncing up on one resonance, on one harmonious field, especially when we're breathing the subtle breath or the breath of light. So, creating order in the body through breathing and opening up the channels. Now let's go a little bit deeper into the breath itself. The breath is very mysterious. There's two aspects to it. There's the heavy breath, which is like which we breathe through the physical body. And I'm going to give some exercises here at the end about breathing. And furthermore, you can go check out this free guide and guided meditation, link in the description, super powerful for bringing us in touch with the subtle breath or the breath of light. Go check that out, link in the description. But the physical breath, breathing deep into the diaphragm and whatnot, is very important for like physical aliveness and just, health in general. But the subtle breath is where the magic is. This is where the healing and chi are. So the heavy breath is breathe through the physical. The light breath is something you actually develop. It's your capacity to charge up chi through the body, right? And exhale and regenerate things and open up pathways in your subtle energetic body. The energetic body is largely manifesting the physical body. So by healing the fields of energy in which you're sitting in and creating harmony in the one vibration in which we are, the physical body will therefore, follow suit. It will consequently find harmony as well as the energetic body is coming into balance again. Breathing that subtle breath, I have a full guided meditation, like I said, to go check that out. But the breath of light, what I want to say about this is where the key of regeneration and the key of opening pathways is. The last video on opening the pathways of the legs, connecting to our root essence so that the vital energy can move again, can flow again, our life force can circulate and cycle. Well, that whole cycling process really takes place when we learn to breathe the breath of light and charge up on chi. The breath of light, the sun, is a perfect example of the perfect breath, okay? The in-breath is pressurization. When we take an in-breath on a subtle energetic level, what's happening, it looks like we're charging up a sun inside of us. You breathe on all levels. We breathe on a physical level, but we also breathe into higher bodies. We're always breathing. What's happening is when we breathe in, we're basically compressing and receiving and taking in all the life, the power, the chi of the universe around us. We're breathing it into this form, this ball of light. And when we exhale, that ball of light is shining forth. It's shining out of us, right? In the toroidal field, in the torus, right? Which is literally like the secret of secrets and where all life is held. When we breathe in, what's happening is we're charging up the flow. We're charging energy into the form and pressurizing energy, right? And when we exhale, we're depolarizing or allowing that flow to happen. We're allowing that flow of light to increase. So when we're sitting there and we're doing some like subtle breath breathing, which looks like breathing maybe one breath a minute. It's very slow. It's very full. It's very deep. But I sit there, right? And I get in touch with my lower three centers, or basically like my root connection in my legs, my sacral connection, and my solar plexus, basically like the navel down. This is your dantian. This is the key to all life in the body. All life in the body, all healing in the body occurs from the lower dantian center. So sitting there with that, we do something called pore breathing, or breathing through all the cells of your body. What we do is we get in touch with every part of our body, our hands, our legs, our feet, right? And we start breathing as if we're breathing very slowly, very subtly, but very fully through your skin, right? Imagine that you're breathing through all the cells of your body. That on that in-breath, you're filling up and expanding the cells as if you're breathing literally with those cells. And when we exhale, we're imagining that the light is simply shining forth, is emanating from us like we're glowing, right? We inhale and we imagine that we're breathing through our whole body and it's pressurizing, it's forming this ball of light in our lower dantian, or like our solar plexus area, right? And then we exhale and we imagine that it's just streaming forth out of all the channels in our body. And what's this going to happen is this is going to open up the body. Let's say you have blockages in your lower back and hips, which most people do, right? These blockages don't allow certain organs to drain. They don't allow you to have correct alignment and posture, which creates headaches, mental fatigue, right? Like so many different problems when we can't flow properly in the body, when there's misalignments. If we're holding ourselves in good alignment, either on the floor or sitting up, and we start breathing in that parasympathetic way, very slowly, very fully through the whole body, right? What we can actually do is bring our awareness then down to our hip area, right? And start breathing and imagining we're breathing through all the skin, everything you can't feel. Like bring our awareness there and start breathing and imagining that light is just pouring through your skin and gathering in your solar plexus. And then exhale and imagine without any effort, it's just shining out of you. And anything that's blocking it is just like smoke being sucked out of you. There's so many meditation techniques I can get into about subtle breathing, whether we're focusing on the spine, a certain chakra or plexus area, a certain way of activating that subtle breath or Christ light. I have like 50 guided meditations in my full breathwork package, and you can get the free training. I'll link in the description for that. Also, if you want to talk to me one-on-one, you can schedule or apply for a free session with me. Link in the description for that also. But continuing on with this vital knowledge about the breath, I've hit on the physical aspect of things. So much can be said there. So much can be said about the subtle energetic aspect of things. But learning how to breathe properly is the fastest way to life being restored in the body and also your power. The last thing I want to hit on is vital magnetism. Vital magnetism is like your power, your defense, your shield, but also is the magic. So we are creatures of vital magnetism. We have a vital magnetic field and channels for chi or vital magnetism to flow through, right? So learning to do that subtle breath work and harnessing that chi, we actually learn how to start flowing it through our whole body. Wherever we're tight, wherever we're sick is a lack of flow, a blockage or stagnation in the pools of water. We are water. We are vibration at the essence of it. Every cell, every atom is in vibration, right? And when that vibration is out of sync, it creates blockages, it creates tension, it creates tightness, right? So by getting in touch with that subtle breath and awareness, we can go into the different aspects, the different waters of the body per se, and start breathing and, restoring flow through there. As we develop this capacity and this power to breathe through our whole body and then exhale and witness, and literally witness the flow of energy through the whole field. As we do that, we develop this capacity and charge in our vital magnetic body. As we develop this charge, this chi in our vital magnetic body, we can direct that. A lot of people have witnessed or have some inkling of the chi masters in ancient China, for instance, who can literally heal tumors, growing. You can see them in an ultrasound with just chi. Their vital magnetism is so charged and they understand how to flow it through their whole body that they can direct it into a place of disharmony in someone else's and literally just blast waves of order into that, where there's going to be instant physical manifestation. So, and this goes into charging up your water when you eat, the food you eat, the space you live in. When you are charged in your vital magnetic body, you can actually start to direct your intention and direct your will with the breath and breathe that vital magnetism into yourself, into others, into things that you're consuming. All of this is a practice of health. One of the most important keys I want to communicate in this video is that health ultimately is about restoring the vital magnetism, the vital flow of life force on a subtle level. The physical body will follow suit. Furthermore, when we can enter trance doing deep parasympathetic breathing, which looks like 1 breath a minute, which looks like being fully embodied in every breath, just very slowly and fully breathing it all the way down into your root for 15-second inhale, holding it, exhaling it, right? All the way on a very slow, almost silent, where you're breathing silently and fully. And from this state, feeling all and letting the separations that are blocking you from clear presence, from clear being, from fully inhabiting the body, allowing all of that to be washed away. Literally breathing in the waters of healing, breathing them into that lower dantian. Exhaling so slowly and watching the body pump with life again. Doing that kind of slow breathing, we're restoring the vital magnetic field, right? We're entering a deep trance where basically like parasites and blockages are slowly being weeded out as pure vibrations are, bombarding your whole body. So by doing that, you're restoring the vital magnetic field and restoring life to your body. This practice on a daily basis, coupled with like sunlight, nature time, moving, is like the blueprint, the protocol for healing. So by doing those things, what you're doing is going to be opening the pathways for, basically to detox and purge the organs, to purge the stagnant energy in the body. All of a sudden your spine, by breathing, your spine will literally start to align. We go to the chiropractor like every week. People go to the chiropractor on a weekly basis like their whole life and think they always need to go because they're always going into misalignment. That misalignment is caused from a blockage, a tight spot in the vital energetic body and the physical body. Like in the center of my back, I know right where one of those blockages is, and it creates a misalignment in my posture slightly, right? Unless I'm consciously breathing and aware. But by breathing into that and restoring life there and opening up the channels that connect to that, right? We can start to remove that twist, that knot in the energy. And as we remove that twist and knot in the energy and remove that trauma from the fascia, all of a sudden that weight that's pulling your spine out of alignment is removed. Literally during breathwork sessions, my back has cracked and aligned multiple times. So much could be said here again. So much can be said on the breath, on the vital energetic body. I hope you enjoy this video. Share this video with someone who you think it will impact and hit that like button so other people find this and see this message. Ultimately, my friends, set up 20 minutes just to do a breath session. Start breathing very deeply and powerfully. And as you start like dialing into the rhythm of breathing, start slowing it down and getting very subtle in your awareness, subtle in your perception, and start breathing through the whole body and start breathing the subtle breath of light. All of a sudden you will enter trance, and in that trance your mind will heal and your body will heal. This is the master key of it all. Go check out my breathwork, guided meditation, and subtle energy work package. There's powerful videos in that free training I think everyone here would find very useful. Anyways, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Breathe that breath of light, commune with the sun and nature, and heal yourself, my friends. It's time. It's time to step into our highest level of vitality here in 2020. So if you guys want to work with me, link in the description where you can apply for a free one-on-one. Also get the breath package. Peace out, my friends. Have a beautiful day.